8:37 on WMAL, where Washington comes to talk. You know, we always turn here on Mornings on the Mall to Larry Kudlow of CNBC, a great mind on economics, to explain the unexplainable. Larry Kudlow, the China currency, the yuan, is worth a lot less today than it was yesterday. Should I be concerned about that, considering a whole lot of American products are made there and purchased back from them so that we can sell them here in America? Doesn't that change the value of those products?
Yeah, more or less. It's a 2% devaluation, and the aim of this thing is to make money easier in China. China's been pouring money into its economy and its stock market, so the Communist Party has sort of gone back to their central planning ways. The impact on the United States, I don't think it's going to be huge right now. I don't think it's going to be huge at all, because we make a lot of adjustments to goods coming in and out of China anyway. The China currency, I mean, if it were 5 or 10 or 15%, that would be different. 2%, 1.8% is not a huge deal, and I guess some people are questioning whether the Federal Reserve would look at this and say, well, you know, China's now down 2% on the currency. That means our dollar is 2% stronger, and that's kind of deflationary.
So Janet Yellen might think about what she might want to do with interest rates?
Well, it could stop the rate hike in September, but I underscore the word could, because I don't really believe it's going to stop it. I, by the way, am not really in favor of a rate hike in September, but whatever I think, I don't think this is going to have a big effect. This is going to have a much bigger effect on China's direct trading competitors in Pacific Asia and Mexico. Much bigger effect. Makes their goods a lot cheaper.
All right. So looking at the market right now, I mean, I think the market was up like 200 points at one point yesterday. I didn't see where it landed, but it was coming up. It's been going down a lot lately. And again, I know we look at the big picture. We don't make our decisions based on the short-term movements of the market. But is there anything going on there that we should know about, we should pay attention to?
Well, I don't see any big changes. I mean, I think the big issues here are profits. Profits are the mother's milk of stocks. And profits have been sloppy. And I think that's the biggest cause for this mini correction, which is 4 or 5%. We haven't had a correction of 10% or more since 2011. So we're overdue. I'm not smart enough to know about short-term corrections. I'm just saying I think there's worries about profits. I don't think, I think this little interest rate hike of 1/4%, which the street believes is coming in September, is a relatively minor factor, believe it or not. I know it gets headlines and everybody obsesses over it. But I think the health of the American economy is still up for grabs. A lot of the data points don't look that great, and investment certainly is not coming back. And then that leads us to profits. And so I'm going to be tracking profits, and I think other people should too. I'm still kind of sort of in the buy the dip mode. I don't know where the dip ends, but I'm still in the buy the dip mode.
All right. And also Hillary, she's got a plan to make college more affordable.
Affordable for whom?
Yeah, $350 billion plan.
This is because she's dirt poor.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for reminding us of that.
I thought I'd just remind you. I'm more interested. I have in my hot little hands the Donald Trump 14-point economic growth and job creation plan.
Wait a minute. We haven't seen that.
Nope.
Are you're a political insider, Larry Kudlow. You're telling me that the Donald has handed off his economic plan for the country to you?
Well,
what can you tell us?
I'm looking at it. I'm
Tell
going to
us.
have it right here. It's downloaded.
Break some news with us.
Break some news. We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
There's a lot of stuff in here which I approve of. A lot of it is lower corporate rates. He wants to cut the business tax rate. He wants to give American businesses as many advantages as possible. He not only wants to cut the corporate rate, he wants to reduce the bias against capital investment. He wants to have full cash expensing for new investment. He wants to keep capital gains and dividends as low as possible. By that full expensing of the full expensing of business investment is huge, hugely important, very positive for growth, as is the lower corporate tax rate. He also wants to change the worldwide tax system. Instead of worldwide, where we pay overseas and then we pay again here, he wants one territorial system, which would be much more efficient and would help the U.S. There are some hints of currency and economic protectionism, which I do not like. The famous Smoot-Hawley tariff was one of the principal causes of the Depression. Mr. Trump does not say that, but it does say he will modify or cancel any business or trade agreement that hinders American business development or is shown to create an unfair trading relationship with a foreign entity. So we'll have to watch that, because I have warned in my past columns that there's sort of two Donald Trumps. The Donald Trump from the 2011 book is a pure supply-sider. Very good. Very good. Abolish the corporate tax, lower income taxes, etc. The Donald Trump on the campaign trail this year has not been good. He sounded very protectionist, which would do great harm to the U.S. consumer and business and world trading. Now, this 14-point plan, on the whole, looks positive, with the potential threat of some protectionism that would have to be fleshed out. He also wants workforce training. He also wants to lower the cost of energy. He wants big backing for fracking for natural gas and oil instead of relying on foreign sources. So I would say, on the whole, from what I know, it's pretty good. There are rumors that it's coming out Friday. I can't promise you that this is the precise document, but a Trump staff person sent me this.
But you are not an economic advisor to the Trump campaign.
I am not. I am a longtime friend or a longtime acquaintance of Donald Trump. I have not spoken to him during this campaign.
Wow.
I'm hoping to. Our committee, our supply-side committee to Unleash Prosperity, which is Steve Forbes, Art Laffer, myself, and Steve Moore, we are requesting a meeting with Donald Trump to talk about economic growth policies. Okay. And we're making progress on that. I think that meeting will occur in September.
Well,
we gotta leave it there,
Larry Kudlow, breaking news here on our show.
Points. I say the best stuff I have for you guys.
No, thank you. We appreciate that.
It's 8:44 on WMAL.
And now we got to go.